and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. So I have this set from Born Pretty. This is Peach Bloom. I'm going to open them up and show you guys them. I did already swatch them, so I do have swatches to show you guys. I am going to say that if you want to skip the swatching part and get straight to the nails, go to about 1:49 and then you don't have to watch this part. But I think it's worth it because they're so pretty. Thank you, Born Pretty, for sending these to me. I really love them. So I'm not feeling the greatest this morning, so hopefully this voiceover isn't horrific, but I gotta get it done so I can get this posted because I always wait till the day of for some odd reason. This is a magnetic, like the cat eye. There's two cat eyes in this, which I did not know when I was swatching them, or I would have swatched them cat eye. But when I was looking them up to find out what they had sent me, because the box doesn't come with the name of the collection, you kind of got it. But the name of the collection is on top of the jars. Like, it has the numbers, and then it does say Spring Bloom Mixed Colors. And so that is how I found out that there's two cat eyes in here. I just thought they were really pretty, like flash reflective glitters, but they are cat eyes. The next one is the other cat eye. This one, oh, it's so pretty. You guys will see this one at the end of today's video on my right hand, but I did not use this one in today's video. I will show you the two that I used right now. These are the two I used. I really like the design that I did, except my thumbnail. So just to pre-warn you guys, I'm not a fan of my thumb, which is not anything to do with the colors. That is 100% on me. So I was trying to be more aesthetic so that my hand wasn't in the way and put the gel on the other way, but it just feels so weird because I'm so used to holding the tip stand this way. So right now I'm just adding the gel base. I am using Model 1s for the gel base. I was gonna pick up some Born Pretty gels off of Amazon, like the gel base and gel top coat, but I have not done that yet. So hopefully I will in a future video so that I can use the Born Pretty gel base and gel top coat with the colors that they have sent me. But for right now, we're going to use what we got, and I really like the Model 1s, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, we're going to cook those for, I do 60 seconds. I think you only have to do 30 seconds for gel base, but being that I've had a gel allergy, or technically I have a gel allergy to certain gels, which is why I do these on press-ons. I don't want to take any chances, so I don't see the harm in doing 60 seconds. It just takes a little extra time. So I'm doing the first layer of 01, which is this really pretty, like, milky cream color. Oh, it's so beautiful. I am going to do 2 coats, but I'm only going to show 2 of the nails doing the second coat. And luckily for me, I have some magnets from when I used to do gel all the time. So at least I have some magnets. But I will tell you guys in advance that I have not played with cat eyes in a couple years at least. Probably 2.5. And so I'm not I don't think I'm bad at it. I just don't think that I am as good at it as a lot of people. So I kind of had to play with it to get it to do the look that I wanted it to do, because I didn't want to go for like the straight cat eye look. I wanted it to be a little more like the velvety look. And I probably don't have the greatest magnets either. They came in a little kit that was super cheap on Amazon a couple years ago. So, but they did do the job. So at least there's that. Sorry, I keep saying so much. I think I'm a little off because my stomach feels pretty terrible right now. So I did cook those for 60 seconds, and now I'm doing the second layer. And like I said, I'm only doing a couple on camera because it's the same thing I just did. We're going to get into the magnetic nail art here in a moment. And I really, at this point, had zero plan of, I kind of had an idea what I wanted to do, but I didn't really have a plan. I probably should get a little better at like planning. Sometimes I have them all planned out. Like I know exactly what I'm doing. And sometimes I kind of just go in and I wing it. And that is what I did today. I completely winged it. So I'm going to pull out this little, it's basically to flash cure. And that way, once I get the magnet where I want, I can throw it right under the lamp and, get it magnetized. I did already do the pinky off camera, not on purpose. That was a complete accident, but I do the middle finger pretty much the same as I did the pinky. So you will see how I did that. Not that it's anything, like, never mind. I don't know what I was going to say. So right now I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get that more velvety look. And I think I mostly accomplished it. And then I am going to take a liner brush and I'm going to put these lines through it. I have seen this all over Instagram and I just think it looks so pretty. It is a little bit hard. Well, you can kind of like, if I get the camera at certain angles, or sorry, well, technically I'm not moving the camera. So when I move the nail at certain angles, you can see it really well. So now I'm just going to flash cure that. I do flash cure it for much longer than it shows me flash curing it, but I didn't think anybody had a desire to see me sit there and hold the nail under the lamp for 30 seconds. So, and then I do put it back on the tip stand. And then when I'm done with all of my designs, I will throw them all in my big lamp and do a 60-second cure. Probably don't have to do that long since I already did partially cure them. But again, just to be on the safe side, I just do 60 seconds. It just makes me feel better about everything. So I'm trying to, so I just kind of did, I don't even know what you'd call this, a half French, side French maybe. So I just doing the velvety as best I can look with this one as well. And once I have it where I want it, I'm going to flash cure this one. So I am also going to do play with some gems, rhinestones, whatever we call them. I don't know the difference. This one I decided to kind of do like the swoop down the middle and the sides of the nail. I do like how it turned out, but it's not my favorite. I like the other three the pinky, the ring, and the middle are my favorite. This one and the thumb are not my favorite. Like if I had to do them over again, I probably would. But at this point, I just stuck with it. I don't think that they look bad, except the thumb. The thumb looks bad, but luckily it doesn't really show up in pictures, but you guys will get a glimpse of it. So you will see, and that's more just because I'll talk about it more when I get there. I did want to give you guys a little update. I did go see my doctor again, and we finally have the ball rolling. The reason I haven't heard from the referrals is because my insurance denied one of the referrals, the important referral, the referral to the OBGYN. So she put that back in with a little more detail this time, and hopefully it's not going to get denied again, because if it does, I don't even know where I go from there. I think I grab some butcher knife and yank out my insides all by myself. I'm not really going to do that, but darn it, I'm definitely tempted. So, but hopefully we're going to get some things going here, because I'm pretty miserable right now. I think you guys can maybe tell. Anyway, I put some gel base down, and then I put some of the magnetic gel down, and I did that to kind of prime the brush. And I'm trying to do like this design where I lay down the magnetic gel and I magnetize it. Well, I don't know if that's a word. And then I magnetize it. That's better. And then I do another line and I magnetize that one, and so on and so forth. I don't show me doing every single one. I do kind of skip a couple just so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do every single one, but you get the idea of what I'm doing. And I think it worked okay with what I was trying to do, but then I add something to it at the end, and that's where the look kind of goes a little bit sideways. So, on a different note, how is the weather for everyone? It is unusually hot here. For those of you that don't know or that haven't heard me mention before, I am in Montana, northwest Montana. And usually in July, we're like very comfortable. Maybe we get into the mid to high 80s, but we're not hot, too hot. Right now, we have been upper 90s. It's about to be in the hundreds next week. This week, actually starting this weekend. And all I see is 90s for like the next 2 weeks. And then there's a couple 80 days at the very end of the next 2 weeks, assuming that they stay in the 80s. And it is hot and it is miserable. And the wildfire season has started. So we have a really gross haze outside, which is, of course, affecting my lungs. So sorry, just to go back, that's what we're looking like. We got some, I think this is the McCart. Oh, God, is it? It is the McCart, right? Okay, I confirmed. It is the McCart. This is where I ruined everything on this thumbnail. I was trying to do like that gel look, that gel 3D look that I swear I see everywhere. But because this is my first time doing it, of course it doesn't look good. Why would I think it would? Why would I think I could just go in there and make it look good? Yeah, I don't like it. But that's okay. The thumb is done. It's set aside. I gave it a flash cure just to hold it in place, and then I fully cured it in my lamp while I'm doing this. This, I am following that line of the like French side swoop thing, and I'm going to put some rhinestone gems down, and I kind of am color coordinating these, like using the lighter one and then the darker one and then the lighter one and then the darker one. I really think this turned out really good. I do really like this. I mean, I'm used to doing gems and rhinestones when I do them, which is extremely rare. I've been getting into it more lately, so bear with me because sometimes my placement is just not great. Sometimes I don't know, but I'm used to using like regular nail glue to put these down. And I'm sorry, I am a little off camera. I was trying to I didn't have enough of the rhinestone glue on, and now my hand is blurring out the nail. Issues. So anyway, as I was saying, I usually do this with like regular nail glue, and I'm not saying that's easier or better. It's not. But I'm not used to using like gel rhinestone glue. I haven't used gel rhinestone glue in at least a couple of years. And this stuff is really good, but it does move a lot. And also keep in mind that, again, it's really hot. I do have my AC on in here, but it's not, I'm right next to the window. So yeah, it might be just a little bit hot. You can see it's about to goop out, but it did not. Anyway, now I'm doing the ring finger, the nail that I did those lines on, and I'm just going to put these gem rhinestones up in the corner. I'm going to do one big one and a few small ones. And I think I really love this one too. I don't think that I left my middle one on camera because I do it the exact same way as I did the pinky. We'll have to wait here in a second. I'll find out if I did it or not, but I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't. So this is the pointer finger that I did kind of the swoop down the middle. So I'm going to put these, and I think this is probably why I didn't end up liking this nail as much as I would have. It wasn't the design with the gel per se. It was my rhinestone placement, because again, I am just getting back into this, so it's not always going to look great. In fact, it's probably going to look pretty bad for a while until I get a little bit better at it and watch more videos on like rhinestone placement and, you know, where's a good place to put these and how to put them and all that fun stuff that I just, again, I'm basically a newbie at this, but I think if I would have left them right here and cured, it would have looked a lot better, but I decided to put some on the other side, and I think it just made it look a little bit too bulky. I also should have flash cured that other side that I already did before I went into this side, because they all are like, by the time I get back to that other side just to check it before I flash cure it, they're like falling off the nail. Again, it's hot in here, so it's not anything to do with the rhinestone glue, I don't think. I think it's more to do with the fact that it's really warm in here. So I'm just putting them back in place and then throwing them in the lamp, and we are done. That is what we have. I don't dislike them. Well, a big thing is that I am not this, like, gem on every single nail. Well, I didn't put any on the thumb because I wanted to pretend the thumb didn't exist. So this is just, it's different and new for me. It's not my typical look, not my typical nails. So I just have to get a little bit used to it. And then like I said, I need to get a little bit better at gem placement. So that being said, I really love the 3, especially this one. This one is absolutely my favorite. I like the gem placement. I love the design. And I do like this one and the pinky. I should have just done the other 2 a little bit more plain to kind of offset the bling on these ones, but that's okay. You live, you learn, and I will do things different next time. And that's going to be the end of that. So as you can see, I am top coating all of the nails right now. I'm trying to avoid the gems because I don't want to goop them up, and make them all, I don't want them to lose their prettiness. I would say they're shine, but they're not necessarily shiny gems because they are colored. But I don't want to take away from the gems. So I'm just trying to top coat around them. And now we're going to top coat this horrific thumb. And maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. You guys will have to let me know. Maybe it's just that it's so out there for me and it's not something I would usually do. But I don't know. I don't have the proper things to do like 3D stuff with. Maybe that's it. So we've got the nails on. Actually didn't mind the thumb at that angle. But I am very gemmed out. Oh, and here is that other magnetic. I'm telling you guys, in the sun, this one is insane. Which I tried to take pictures out in the sun, but because of that haze, it really ruined the picture. So I did end up having to take inside pictures, unfortunately. And that kind of bummed me out. But we are cuticle oiling, just to rehydrate my nails that I just worked so hard on. I'm just kidding. It's just a habit. Cuticle oil all day, every day. If you stuck it out this long, you are a true supporter, and I cannot even tell you how much I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking with me through this new design that I did, new to me because I'm not used to this many gems for the most part. But again, thank you, Born Pretty, for sending me these gorgeous gel colors. I love them. I can't wait to use the other 2. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.